Hello, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, we are back to our motherfucking house in the middle of goddamn nowhere. If you even want to call this a house, more like a shack. But I just want to show you guys, boom, got a teleporter here. Let me just call this first home. And we're gonna start moving all of our shit. So we're going to just indiscriminately grab everything except for the blocks because fuck them. Yeah, I think that's good. What's on this? Oh, hey. Not a whole lot. But anyways, we're gonna transfer all of our shit back to this place. We're just gonna dump it all in here until I can sort through it probably between episodes because I do hate these being unorganized, but you know, sacrifices must be made. Who the fuck is that? Hold on. Who the fuck is you? Get the fuck out of here. Goddamn squatters. Fucking get off my goddamn icy lawn. Why did I just try to use Mudshot? What is wrong with me? I deserve to die. Oh, well, I didn't. But I completely deserve to. What is wrong with me? So it took... Okay, so a couple things happened off screen. First of all, I had to go get more iron. So I went exploring down in that cave for a little bit. And, nice, more money. So I went down in that cave for a little bit, grabbed some iron, got some coal. Yeah, okay. And then I ended up finding a lot more stuff than I had bargained for, so I'm quite excited to get down there and start exploring whenever we get around to it. Oh god, bell peppers. I'm hungry now. But yeah, there's quite a bit of stuff down there that I want to get around to. Fuck, I didn't bring my... Okay. There's just a lot of stuff there that I wanna get. So we're probably gonna go mining. Also, it took me like, I don't know, like 10 minutes to get out to the house. Traveling at approximately 10 meters per second, if the map was anything to go by. You know, I'm gonna see if I can stack any of this food first. You know, I'm gonna see if I can just stack any of this. Fuck it. Okay, the rest of it will just go in here. God damn. I have a ton of shit that needs to be organized. So yeah, it took me a little bit to get out there. On the way there, I found a town in the savannah that we may or may not have been to already. But, at some point, we're probably gonna stop out there just to, you know, just to see what's going on. Okay. Pickaxe, right? It's in here. I mean, I know I was just looking at it, but I wanted to sort that anyways. So, I also fought a couple Pokemon, as you can probably tell by the different levels. Man, I don't need anything else out here. Except for, I mean, sure, why not? And I guess I'll just take, you know, I'll just take everything, because we could use the chests anyways. Okay. Well, we're probably not coming back out here for anything outside of exploring and or the gym that is around here. Or, well, around there. Whatever. Ugh. Alright. I kind of want to put it here, but that's like right on top of the telepad, so... let me see. Okay. Let's knock out these windows. Don't need these, because this whole wall is going to be taken up by chests and all sorts of things. There. I kind of want to, like, scooch everything that way, but whatever. We'll just stick with this for now. And, you know what, I'll put those there for now. Everything's going to be moved at some point. I actually want this, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I'll just put everything else in here. Except for, I want that pickaxe. Right, so yeah, I just had to get, like, a ton of shit while I was out, or while I was off camera, so if you were curious, which I'm sure nobody was, that is why things are a little bit different. I think it's been, like, 2 in-game Minecraft days, or, it's just been 2 Minecraft days, okay? So, fuck it. That is what has happened. I spent like 20 minutes off camera doing stuff. Here we are now. Are you proud of me yet, Dad? Probably not. Okay. Now then. What are you looking at, huh? Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. Holy shit, he's swole. Fuck that, man. I also planted a bunch of trees. Hey, slow the fuck down there, sir. Oh shit. Now we're probably going to, I don't know. I still need to put the basement in the house, so we might do that today. I'm not sure if I said we were gonna do something else. Also, I put a little garbage disposal here. I accidentally destroyed my bucket, because I pressed Q instead of E. Been playing a lot of TF2 recently, so been using Q a lot to switch weapons. But yeah, but you know, it's fine. We've got pretty much everything that we need. God, this is a fucking mess that I am going to have to deal with. Yeah, I guess we'll. No, I'm gonna do that some other time, because that's gonna take a hot minute. Wait, I saw, yes, this. Just get that out of there. What to do? I guess we could probably just go see what's out in this direction. Train on the way. But, yeah, as of right now, I don't have, like, a huge plan as to what our next move is. Just because traveling is sort of a pain in the ass, at this altitude anyways. I have to go up to about, that middle number on underneath the map, that I have to go up to about 600 before, things get kind of smooth, so. But I also kind of want to see what's around here, because in the snow areas at least, trying to discern what's on the map is not the easiest, versus flying over literally any other biome. I can tell exactly what's going on beneath me. But this is a pain, so we're going to ascend until we're out of here, so we can at least have some idea what's on the other side of us. I mean, I can explore the ice plains whenever the hell I want. So, okay. Huh, disappeared. Nope. You can just see, like, it's sort of popping in underneath us. So I have to fly between, like, 400 to 600 feet before it disappears. I hope that Waterby can be mounted, otherwise we are going to have an issue in terms of surfing, because surfing is going to be a big part of what we're going to be doing at some point once I get around to it. But that is conversation for another time, perhaps. Okay, so what's this? Is this an island? I don't know, we're going to come down. I think this might be an island, but islands are also kind of good. No, this looks like a desert. But which is also good because I actually need cactus, and I might have actually had some. Hold on, you know what? There's a faster way to get down. But I need to be over water. So this is one of the also problems with flying at this height, which is made me rethink possibly showing travel time. And that's like, it's the fact that you know, there's nothing up there that to see. Like, it would just be me in a void of either white or black, depending on the time of day, just talking while we travel. So let me know if you care whether or not, like, I show everything, because otherwise I'm probably not going to show everything, because there wouldn't be too much of a point. Oh, hell yeah. I mean, oh, I forgot to, heal Waterby before we left, which is fine. The only big problem is if I don't have, fuck. If I don't have Raph to get back, because Raph is our only way home. But yeah, so let me know what you think. This is just like a really big island, isn't it? Let me know what you think. If you want to see me fly in the void for what could potentially be an entire episode while we search for the jungle, and or, I don't know, just travel in general, because, I don't know. I know it's not very exciting, so just give me feedback, what you might want to see, or don't, and I'll just ultimately make the decision myself, which, hello lag, which, you know, has happened many times. Yeah, it's just a big-ass island. Oh, right. I kind of, so this is a thought that I had, while I was out, well, off camera, I had this thought. So, one of the whole reasons I even want to play, this on the channel, was because the previous world that I had done, okay, is this gonna be an island? We're gonna fly over this for a little bit before I decide to come down. Lava pit. This seems pretty big. This also seems like a swamp area, so I'm not gonna, like, dive off into the water, because we do not want to have to go all the way back. That would be really dumb. Yeah, this looks like a whole thing. So the whole reason I wanted to do this was, on the last world I was playing, I got really far into it. I haven't actually really touched it since since I started this, just because I don't want to get bored of Pixelmon. Hello, abandoned fucking Pokemon Center. That's good. It's always good to have, like, little shortcuts or pit stops on the way, which, I mean, I'm sure I've... Okay, come on now. I'm sure I've mentioned that at some point. Okay. But it got to a point where, in this other world, that, you know, I had this whole story going on, like why towns and stuff. Oh, there's a gym right there. I'm glad I didn't put a thing. But I had this whole thing going on in my head, like a whole reason why towns are so small. You know, there's wild Pokemon everywhere. There's hardly any trainers. Come on now. Why you gotta do this? Just fucking go. Yeah, I need to upgrade my computer again, but I need a job first. But, you know, it was like the point where, like, there was the lore, like, you know, there was a huge... It's like the fucking Kanto War theory, for Pokemon Red and Blue. Like, there was a huge war, and that's why there's only, like, a bunch of kids, and you're... Whoops. Why, like, your dad isn't around, and stuff like that. Except it's, like, this war, in my head, was, like, sort of like the... Like, the outcome is sort of like what, Team Flare's whole goal was. So there's, like, literally nobody left for the most part. And that's why these Pokemon centers are just, like, out here in the middle of nowhere, and towns are really small. And, I don't know. It's really dumb. I don't... it's dumb because it's nerdy, but it's, I need to put a thing here. Oh, that is not my problem. Not dealing with that. Fuck that. Though I am gonna need this area eventually. I can see now why it was lagging so much. These roofed forest areas are just fucking like the jungle's bad, but this is oof. Oof. This is bad. Just look at all that. Jesus Christ. I'm going at a fucking snail's pace here. Also, I like that little hole in the ground. You see that right side of the screen? That looks pretty cool from up here. I'd go explore that, except we got things to do. But yeah, I had like this whole lore in my head about why like things were the way they are, and I don't know. It got to a point where if I remember, I'm gonna throw an image of one of my houses on screen. Where I went and I vandalized one of my own houses just to fit in line with this lore. Where because in the lore it was like it wasn't me, like, okay, so there's like a couple of characters that I just thought up, like two new trainers like leaving home for the first time to, go on their journey, which is a lot different than, the journeys we've gone on in our games, because it's like part exploration like the regular Pokemon games, and like also, holy shit. I cannot fight that. I will tell you that right now. I will die horribly to that. But it's like this. So these two characters go off on their adventure. It's about survival and training your Pokemon and like bonding stuff, and it's like trying to rebuild the world. Helping people out where you can. Wait a minute, sunflower. Okay. Helping out people where you can, just usual fucking Pokemon shit that you would expect. But somewhere along the way, like these two trainers that I've thought up in my head, hear about this like pre-war trainer who I never really like figured out in its entirety what they were about. But I really should have taken a telepad if I was going to travel this far, which I can't spawn one in because I made sure not to add commands. And I really shouldn't interrupt my own thoughts with other thoughts, otherwise I'm gonna be all over the place. Okay, so back to the thing. So I never really decided what this character did in their entirety to like get the sort of legendary status that they eventually got. But I think it was going to be along the lines of like they were like champion level material back in the day, and they fought in the war as like sort of a double agent. So oh, this looks really cool. I would totally build a fucking house here. Holy shit, that looks cool. Oh god. Okay, I just sank like a rock. Thanks, computer. But yeah, there's like whispers that they're still out there somewhere, and they were like this incredible scientist after, like, because this is where the whole double agent thing plays in, because they were like a scientist working on this weapon that the other side was building to destroy everything, and I don't know, that's about as far as I got, except and so later on, these two new trainers like try to hunt down this veteran trainer trying to learn things, because they're like the best person that they've ever heard of. Okay, I'm gonna put a fucking thing right here. Like, I'm gonna put a marker here, and then I'm gonna go back home off camera, because I really shouldn't be going out this far without a telepad. Also, it's just really painful to like have everything lag like this, which, traveling is a pain in the ass this low. But I also don't want to fucking bore your asses with just gray sky. But I also hate to do this, because I'm in the middle of a fucking story. No, we'll extend the episode for a little bit just so I can finish this, because I don't want to leave you guys hanging. And I also probably wouldn't remember in 20 minutes, because that's just sort of the memory I have. So we're also gonna go fly straight up. I'm gonna give myself until we get home, which is 4,000 meters. So we're gonna probably be, I don't know, I'd say that trip is going to take a couple minutes. So, okay. So these two trainers are looking for clues about this veteran trainer, because they want to be trained by who a lot of people consider like one of the strongest trainers to have like ever been around. And so and the whole reason that things went to shit is like, yeah, they were really strong, but they couldn't really do anything about the big doomsday weapon that they were working for were building. Like, as many times as they tried to sabotage it, it was like they pretty much failed. And so they eventually get clues as to the whereabouts of this trainer, and they start their traveling, and like as they go, things progressively get harsher and harsher. The challenges are, get harder to overcome, even with their Pokemon. But they are becoming stronger because of it. And at some point, they enter an area that looks completely just decimated, like just fucking craters everywhere. And at this point, they get harassed by a Mewtwo, basically, and it chases them through fucking, I don't know, I don't have like an idea of what like the area would be, but they're like, probably something heavily forested, just so they have like cover to like hide behind and stuff, make things harder, make it more believable. And they're just running for their lives, because they're like, we can't fucking fight that, are you kidding me? And then they're running through like this really thick forest, which, I mean, I also make up details on the spot. If that fits the story, then that's what I'm going with. So they're running through this thick ass forest, and then they, they pause for a second, because Mewtwo has either lost track of them or something, or I don't know, some excuse to move the plot in that's going on in my head along. Which, I mean, I could probably explain given enough time, but so they, pause for a second. They're looking around. They're like, "Where the fuck are we? We're in the middle of goddamn nowhere, and we've got Mewtwo on our ass, who's like ripping trees out of the ground trying to catch us." And off in the distance, they can see like this faded red roof, like what looks like a roof in the distance poking out of the trees. And so they start to make their way over there, and without incident. There's nothing like happens there, not caught or spotted. And they come across this dilapidated looking Pokemon Center that is like on the edge of a lake, and it has like this dock. And I'll try and throw up pictures to sort of give you an idea. And they go inside, and they're looking around, and there's like the Pokemon machines, they're like, rusted over, or have like vines or something all over them, non-functional, and a PC. If you guys remember, like, if any of you have seen like Jurassic Park 3 when they go into like the hatchery area where it's or in Jurassic Park The Lost World, when they go to the part with what's his face in the communication center where there's like just fucking stuff overgrowing everywhere, just something like that. And then there's an upstairs, and they go up there, and it's just a fucking mess. There's holes in the roofs, there's vines like cascading through these holes. There's there's machinery that they have no idea what the hell it does, and they're like two tanks like connected by some wires, and then one of them is still intact, but the other is completely just destroyed, and the one that's destroyed has like a huge hole like behind it, like something like blew out of this container and then just blasted through the wall. And there's like a balcony that like on the other side of the room that's like really iffy and like rotted and decrepit, and they I don't know, they just have these, it's just like this really really dilapidated place just full of machines that are just non-functional. They have no idea what they do. And in one of the corners of the room there is just a thing on the ground that looks like a pad on the ground. And so while they're looking around, they're looking at this pad, and they're like, huh, because this seems to be the only thing that's functional, because it's still glowing. And they're looking around, and they're like, oh, what the fuck is this? Where is this? What is this? What's going on? And they they're looking at this, they're peering into it, and they can't see anything. And then fucking Mewtwo bursts through the doors to the balcony, and they have no time to react, so they just fucking like trip over themselves into the pad, and they find themselves out in an ice plains, very much like this, in a house very much like my own. Maybe I'll try and pull up screenshots, and well, I think I'll leave it at that. I've gone on long enough about these ideas that I have in my head. So I'd like to thank all of you for listening to my bad mind fan fiction that goes on in my head when I play, and you can all thank me for never ever writing any of this down to paper and publishing it on like fanfiction.net, because that would be dumb. I don't do that because I know I'm bad at writing, and I'm also just insecure about everything that I do. So, but anyways, thank you all for watching. Thank you for listening to my dumb fanfiction stuff. I'll see you all next time, and I hope you have a nice day.